Keep this lighter, you hear me? One of these motherfucking days. Nah, for real, nigga. Post it, nigga, what you want, nigga. It's all me. Let go.
Look how the game fucked up, the street done changed on you. Past relationship crash, she put the blame on you. Still put my pride to the side, I ain't changed on you. Nigga won't front you to shake back, came with the game, don't it? I feel this music in my soul, I ain't a child though. They love to see you down, hate to see a nigga smile though. It's cool, I be alright, don't hit me up whenever my style blow. New pack came in the mail, we pouring up straight out the bottle. Forever locked in, no big Bryson ain't gon' switch on me. We bound in 100 blood, got love for all my crib homies. Ain't that a bitch, these niggas sweet? Make you want tweak, don't it? Youngest nigga in the pack, get at your big homie. It's overstood, it's all good, it ain't no understatement. Just ran through that with Diddy, he say I'm good, bitch, I ain't complaining. My nigga fighting 3 bodies, fuck, I ain't smiling for. Blood say he was coming home, August, that was a while ago. Tell me stop, I still blow, my tolerance is real low. One for the studio, I would've whacked the nigga on the pole, but I didn't and I ain't, nigga. If I did, I wouldn't tell you, cause I can't, nigga.
God,
oh, God.
It posted, nigga. Fuck you, nigga, mean, nigga. Try to tell you, nigga, man. It new Dallas shit, man. Nah, free the real, keep the fake, nigga. God gon' wipe your tears, nigga. On my mom. Up, nigga. Ain't gon' never stop hustling, nigga. Ain't gon' never stop grinding, nigga. No cap.
Let go. Nigga ain't never seen a UFO. Or a hoe that ain't gon' go. Gotta stay above the flow. Now I'm lying, here you go. Hang yourself, here go the rope. I'm from the street, we play for keeps, you know my quote.
On blood, nigga.
And who the fuck made you an OG cause you 25?
What?
I know a nigga 25 and he ain't never slide. My nigga boxed, he gotta watch this from the curbside. Katie got hit up the next week, just seen it girl live.
RP Star, nigga. You know what I mean? This shit real life, nigga. Gon' get this shit from me every time, nigga. Ain't gon' have to cry no more, nigga. Mitch, we got us one, baby. No cap, nigga.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Hold on. Let's get crunk one time, man. Hey. Hold on, let me turn this mix down. It's banging like 4 trays. You know, like, hey, look like I got 2 12s in my trunk. Hold up, man. Let me turn this music down, man. Hold up. Man, y'all already know what it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got to quote it. And if you spoke it, you already know the mean. You wrote it. Yeah, we here. It's not Saturday. It's Sunday. I know. Look, sorry, y'all. My wife took me out yesterday. We went to sing Sinners. You know, I really want to talk about that movie because a lot of y'all was lying to me, man. Y'all said Sinners was good. Now, it was alright, but it wasn't like what y'all was talking about, man. We gonna have to keep it $1, man. And y'all not haven't been keeping $1 about Sinners. Now, I know Michael B. Jordan, he was in there 2 times. Now, look, if y'all want to say I'm spoiling the movie, well, I'm spoiling it because you should have seen it. It's been out for about 2 weeks now. So, look, that's not my fault that you haven't seen Sinners. So, look, we're going to break it down. We're going to really talk about, come on, Michael B. I know there's 2 of y'all, but we're going to talk about that later, man. But we got some other stuff that we're going to talk about today. Man, I have one of the poets is going to be in the lead, Lady Crucible. We're going to dive into, you know, why she got into poetry, who she is as an individual, and how she even got into poetry, and what was her upbringing. We're gonna see what her life like, you know. We're gonna see what her life like. But again, like, man, this poetry life, man, I know y'all see the jersey. Y'all, like, it's going down July 12th. Our first official match is going down July 12th. So y'all stay tuned and watch what's going on and see all the development that's going on with this. Hey, hold on. It's poetry life, man. Look, it's the lead. Poetry, man. Yeah, we here. If it ain't poetry life, it is not poetry, man. This is where it matters. If you want stats in poetry, you want to see where you stand against some of the toughest poets across the United States. There's 24 poets that's going to be in this league. There's 24 poets that's going to go at it. It's going to be dynamic. It's gonna be exciting. Y'all gonna hear poetry on the highest level. Hey man, y'all stay tuned, man. It's gonna be real dope, man. And if y'all want to know what song I was playing, oh that's Pussy, man. Y'all see the tag on Facebook? Follow him, Pussy282, man. Hey, he's up and coming in Dallas, so he's gonna keep it live in effect. So, but I ain't gonna hoot out too much longer, man. You know what? I have to bring a special person to the stage. I'm gonna bring a special person to the stage, and she go by Lady Crucible, man. Let me bring her up to the stage one time.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Lady Crucible, man, what's going on?
Hey, you know me, out here hugging trees, putting my feet in the grass.
Hey, man, I love that. I love that, man. Look, sometimes you gotta get connected with the earth, man.
Gas to,
Like
gas to.
people don't understand. Like, look, we can get deep into that. That's a whole nother different conversation because people don't understand by connecting to the ground, going outside with no shoes on, just putting your toes in the dirt and getting
They
acclimated
don't
with the
realize
land.
that's where our energy come from. I mean, our
Look,
energy comes from the earth.
look, they don't want to talk about that, man. But
Ain't
what
ready.
we do want to talk about, man, Lady Crucible,
What it
Mistress of
do?
Mayhem. Where you from? I mean, tell people where you at.
Hey, Chi-Town's finest. Hey, I'm down here in the Windy City, just keeping it copacetic.
Okay, okay, okay. How long you been in the Windy City?
Born and
Windy
raised.
City.
Born,
Oh,
born
born
and
and
raised.
raised? So you've been a Chicagoan for a long time.
48, almost 48 years.
Mm. So look, okay, so I gotta ask you this question. Nick Cannon came and did Chirac. Now, what was since you been in Chirac, what was your impression of Nick Cannon making that movie Chirac? Thumbs down? Like it wasn't good to you? Like what's
I'ma
up?
say it, I'ma put it like this. If you not from here, if you have not treaded on these streets, if you ain't been chased by a cop, a op, or just to live the fast life on these streets, you can't make a movie about our streets. Just like I can't make a movie about California because I ain't never treaded, my feet ain't never touched that portion of the soil. So how I'm gonna go out there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna make this movie about Compton, and I ain't never stepped foot in Compton ever in my life. I can't make a movie off what everybody's saying. I got to see it and live it for myself. So in order for you to make a movie about Chicago, you gotta come breathe. And I mean really breathe our streets.
So I mean, anything in the movie, was he on point on anything that he had in the movie? I mean, did you see it?
It wasn't my cup of tea. It was the fact. First off, Nick Cannon is funny. So it's like, do I take this in a serious note, or is this like a wisecrack?
Right.
Like, where were you going with this? Where did it benefit our city from? Because if you notice, ain't nobody talking about it.
Right.
So that right there spoke volume.
But you know what though? It kind of put like, it's about singing and flowers. But I'm just saying, like, it made it more like a musical. Like, do y'all be singing and dancing like that in Chicago?
That's why I said, if you ain't on these streets, breathing these streets, we don't do no damn musicals here. Ain't nobody standing out there in the corner. Tommy ran to the corner to give Amy a hug. No, we not doing that.
Look,
it's hardcore out here. Ain't no. This ain't Save the Last Dance. No, this is not that.
So let's get into that. Like, let's get into what it was like to grow up in Chicago, in Chirac. And how did y'all? We're gonna get on that. How was it growing up in Chirac first?
Growing up as a kid, it was wonderful. It was beautiful. Like, we had our moments, we had our days, we had the fire hydrant days. As a kid growing up, as growing up in the days, it was wonderful. We didn't have too much, even though you had the gang banging, but see back then there was codes. Whereas now it's just what? Now it's like, it's sad to say that a person can't even walk to the grocery store or to the corner store without having a gun on them because you don't know what's gonna happen nowadays.
I mean, is it that bad? Like,
I'm gonna say this here. If you come here, like I tell a lot of people, everybody think, oh my God, we're gonna get shot when we go there. No, you mind your business, they gonna mind theirs. Just don't be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because a lot of the times, that's what a lot of the shootings occur from. A lot of people being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you just got a goofy out there that don't know how to aim, and they just out here just racketeering and just being just reckless.
Because I mean, I know it's the gang banging in Chicago is still prevalent to this day. Because I know, like back in the day when I was growing up, gang banging was like this. That was a part of life. So
like it was a code. The code disappeared. I'm gonna say this: when all the big heads in this city got locked up, the structure was gone. They just there was a code always, and I can't say I was perfect that I bypassed it on these streets. No, because I gang bang in these streets as well. But it was always a code. Women, children, and elderly was off limits. Now I want to know who broke the code.
So look, I got a question about that because as we see these Italians movies and it seems like in these movies with the Italians and stuff like that, it's like women and kids were never off limits. Like that was the first place they go to, to kidnap your kids or your family and stuff like that. Now, did they kill? I don't know. But they did kidnap them though.
That's another thing. That's another thing that's wrong with society, and not just with gang banging in life. Period. We can't. People keep looking at TV like this is a reality thing. That's a person behind a screen. Now, did some of them the Italians? Yeah, just watching certain movies, you can tell. Yeah, we get how it went. They didn't care because it was about them and their family only. But. Just same shit, just a different structure. Only difference is we got gangbangers in suits. That's it.
So like let's talk about it. Like growing up in a gangbanging area, how was that? Was it like was you risking your life on a day-to-day basis as a youngster, going to school and coming home? Like how was it?
Compared to now, back then, no. We was able to be outside and play. We didn't, again, you have your little incidents here, you have your little incidents there, but it wasn't where we had to go in our house every day. We knew at a certain time it was time to get on the floor because they finna start shooting again. It wasn't like that when we was growing up. I mean, back then, you used to have those big time drug dealers that when the ice cream truck came around, you got 50 kids out there and he at the ice cream truck. We all waiting on the ice cream cones because he done paid for them. Or you be surprised how many gangbangers. See, people look at it as the infrastructure is killed or be killed. But you be surprised how many gangbangers that went out here and threw back to school picnics and then paid for backpacks for the community and then fed the homeless. They're not going to tell you all that.
That's true.
They're going to keep that shoved over the rug because we want to keep portraying the ignorancy of it. But see, this is the part, and something I learned here just recently. The police force, do you know they're paid to target Black and Latino?
In some areas, yeah. That's most definitely.
And they want to talk about the gangs, but let's just be real honest here. The biggest gangbangers wear either blue suits, black suits, tan suits.
You're not lying.
And they come with a badge.
Look, and the thing is, like, they protect each other. They They the epitome of what a gang is.
And this is the killing part. Why everybody think that, oh, these gangs out here killing each other. Let me clarify something. When you think Lil Ray Ray shot Lil Bobo, whole time it was Officer Taylor out here in unidentified clothing that's the shot Lil Bobo, but we gonna put it on Lil Ray Ray so now we can have a beef.
Because there's money in it for them.
Ding, 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 ding. You thinking Lil Ray Ray killed Lil Bobo whole time Officer Taylor did, but we gonna put it on Lil Bobo because that's what Officer Taylor said.
So look, I'm gonna ask a question. How did you survive that era?
I'm gonna give this story. I remember being young, 16 years old to be exact. I was standing in a gang meeting. Mind you, I had my daughter on my hip. My daughter at the time, she's 30 now. She was like maybe 4 to 6 months at that time. You know, people don't think deja vus and stuff is real. But I had a major deja vu, and this deja vu came through perfectly clear. I saw 3 cars come around the corner, opening fire. And in that deja vu, I seen a bullet. It didn't hit me. It hit my baby. So it was like, okay, it's time to go. Gotta go, because this shit getting real now. And once you in, ain't no, oh, I gotta go home because my mama called me. You signed up for this. You ain't got no other choice. You have no other choice. But me, I created my own choice. I got a child to think about. Something happened to my baby. Y'all can't bring my baby back. Ain't nobody gonna take care of me. I'm gonna be all fucked up in the head. Yeah, no. I done lost too many friends. I done lost family members. It's like when I put my colors down when I was very young, extremely young. I buried my colors with my mama at the age of 20 years old. But I had been gangbanging since I was 12 years old. Like I keep telling people, the gang was sold, but it wasn't meant to be told. But my feet was pounding pavement at 12 years old.
And you know what though? With me growing up, it really wasn't no OGs. Did y'all have OGs around? Like our OGs had us crashing out, saying, "Oh, you too young. You won't get charged for this, so you know you can go ahead and do this." How was y'all OGs?
I wrote a piece, and in my piece, I said, I had nobody to steer me in the right direction because he was too busy sending me down the wrong path. I did the time that he was supposed to do, even though I ain't never seen a jail cell before. You know, people be like, well, what that's supposed to mean? If I'm a youngin' and you calling yourself an OG and you know you fucked up in these streets already, in my piece again, the one that we just heard, like I said, I looked up to a motherfucker that was already fucked up, but how could I look up when he fucked me up? And people were like, I don't get it. I don't get it. No, listen to what I said. I looked up to a motherfucker that was already fucked up. So how could I look up when he already fucked me up? Now I'm lost. I'm confused. I'm trapped in this jar. How am I gonna get out? And now it just gets worse. They're getting younger and younger. I know how it was. Little nigga run up to you. You want to make a couple of dollars real quick? Again, see, back then I wasn't out there selling drugs to see how big of a drug dealer I can become. I didn't want to be the biggest bitch on the block or the biggest on the block. I had mouths to feed. We had bills that needed to be paid. So I look at it as that's quick money real quick instead of going to work a job that's going to take me 2 weeks to get a paycheck that I got to keep building up when rent need to be paid down. Mama need her medicine right now. So it's like, you know, you got to do what needs to be done. But it's always, you got to be smart about what you're doing.
No, that's a fact. So, in saying that, like when you had your child, when did you know that you had to make the decision?
Again, when you realize that you have, you're supposed to be the parent. You are the parent, even though you're young, and you figuring out life along the way. So it's like, how can I sit here and tell my child what she shouldn't be doing, and I'm still doing the same thing? So it's like, from that day forward, even as being little, and still, I've always wanted them to be better than me. Don't walk down the same path I walked. Don't make the same mistakes that I made. I'm not gonna carve your path for you because I don't want you to live up to the expectations that I have. I want you to create your own.
Right. And see, like I have a poem. I have a poem that called, My Life Not Yours. And basically, that's what, that poem's about. Because when I was growing up, a lot of people would say, oh, this is what I want you to be, or, this is the shoes that I want you to walk in. But at the same time, you had to find your own way, and that's so important about our journey. So in finding your way,
if you walk in somebody else's path, you're learning their ways, not your own. And if you learning their ways, again, I looked up to a motherfucker that was fucked up. So how am I gonna learn something from him or her or them, and they don't even have a general concept or can't even grasp the general concept? They just know, I'm reckless. We're gonna make you crash out. And a lot of us, we get manipulated mind-wise. When we gotta start learning to think for ourselves and stop letting other people think for us.
Look, that's a fact. And and we have to come into realization that Go ahead. What you about to say, Lady Cruz?
When I'm what made me really wake up, I lost my mom at 20 years old. So it was like, what do I do now? Now, everybody, oh, girl, you was grown. Age-wise, yeah. Mentally, no. I wasn't, I'm going to put it in character. I wasn't ready. No, I wasn't.
Look, I'm going to ask you a question. A lot of people say that, like, oh, you're 20 years old, you grown. I don't consider you 20-year-old to be grown because you only been out of the house for 2 years. What life experience have you? Come on, talk about it, man. Look,
I put it to you like this here. I tell a lot of people right now today, and I'm finna be 48 years old. If my mama was still living and breathing today, I'll still be under her roof because I still don't consider myself grown. Until I'm able to get out there and really stand on my own 2 feet planted in the ground and I got shit with my name on it, then I'm grown. Because I done seen a lot of grown motherfuckers that still live in childish ways.
That's a fact.
I used to be one of them.
That's a fact.
See, when you can start taking accountability, that's a lot of people's problems. And I had to learn that. Stop blaming other people for, is she the reason why I'm all fucked up? No, because we have choices.
Talk.
We have choices. We choose to go this way when we knew we were supposed to go that way. We had to go smell the roses over there, but what Andre 3000 say? Roses really smell like boo.
Look, that's offending.
Walked into.
Look, so so let's dive into this. So poetry. What age was you when you found out, poetry is something that you wanted to do? What age was that?
I think I was 20, but at the same time, my head it was in it, but it wasn't really in it. Because once my mom passed away, it was like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. It was like, fuck everything, fuck everybody. I put my pen down. I put my pen down for over 20 years. I didn't pick my pen back up until April, the end of, I think April 2022. So I just picked my pen back up, and when I did pick it up, my confidence wasn't as strong as it used to be back when I was a kid.
So what made you pick it back up?
I was sitting on the Clubhouse app. I was sitting on the app called Clubhouse, and somebody invited me into a room. And I'm sitting here and I'm just listening to everybody, and it was pieces that really touched me. I'm talking about that literally made me bawl like a kid. And it was like, damn, I felt that. Is she talking to me? Like, a minute. So I just sat there and I just started writing. And it was like, I ain't gonna read this time. I'm gonna wait till next time. Because now I gotta work on my nerves. I'm used to writing, but never read out loud. Everything was always kept in my little vault. So that one particular day when I actually heard myself and I heard my hurt, the pain, and it was like, I can express myself. But then I had to learn how to really express my emotions without, when I first started writing poetry again, yes, baby. Give me a second. Go check on your sister for me. When I started back writing, I'm not gonna even lie, everything was dark. Because I was stuck in dark. I like I keep telling people, I'm still like right now. These demons is but I'm clawing and crawling to find my way out. I refuse to let the darkness beat me twice.
That's a fact.
Because I've been living in darkness over 20-some years.
So
you know you've been in, in the dark.
So like, so you saying you live in the darkness. So when you started back writing, did that allow you to relieve a little bit from that dark place you was in?
Everything was sad. Everything was dark. But it's like that path led me to, okay, it's time for you to get this shit out. You've been holding it in too long. It's been suppressed too long. Your chest starting to get heavy. You can't breathe. And in order for you to breathe, you got to release this. So being on platforms like this now, it's like practice for me. It's showing me and also helping me release that pressure that's been sitting for so long, that's been festered, that has now turned into anger and rage and frustration. So it's like, how can I talk to me nicely? That part I'm still trying to figure out.
So do you have a poem that you have wrote that you will not share to the public?
I have a couple of them. It's a couple that I have that I haven't shared with the public. Probably won't share with the public on a stage, but it'll go in a book.
Okay, I like that.
And my only, and you know, a lot of people ask me, well, why won't you put it on the stage? That part, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't even be able to get it out. It'd be nonstop crying because the pain would really break me down emotionally.
Yeah, I mean, because look, I got pieces that I couldn't, like the last piece that y'all heard that I played about my mom and stuff like that. I can never perform that poem. That's why I recorded it, because I would never perform that poem ever. So you know,
I shocked myself with anything pertaining to my mom. I kind of keep it to myself. because I feel like if I write it and I whisper it through paper, she'll hear it in the wind. And it's only meant for her ears and her ears only.
Look,
And you know, it's
I do.
you know, some people say, how do you just come up? Like not right before I got on this platform. I was sitting on Clubhouse on another platform, and I just started writing. I don't even know where it came from. I don't even know it ain't even titled. I just started writing, and it's like a lot of my concepts come from real emotion, things I've actually been through, and things that I've been through that I've never really wanted to talk about. But in order for me to heal and move on, I have to forgive to be able to breathe in order to move on.
So since you say, since you talk about that, describe me your writing style or your style of poetry. Like, what makes you unique in your writing?
I think my anger here lately, like again, when I first started back writing in April, again, everything was sad. I practically cried, literally, through every piece because it was the hurt, and it was like, man, I can somewhat breathe, but then it was like, how can I do this without crying? So then it was like that anger that I had that's already been festering and basically then piled up and built up. It was like, okay, I got to figure out how to channel this. And in a direction where I don't hurt nobody's feelings, but at the same time, I need to get this shit off my chest. So like one day I was just sitting here and I heard another poet, and it started off with, like, I have a piece called God, I'm Pissed Off at You. And it was like, they was like, wait a minute, what? You did a piece with what? What was your title again? God, I'm Pissed Off at You. And I started it off with, I'm pissed off with you. Did you hear what I said? I said, I'm pissed off with you. I got questions. I want to know, like, why am I going? I will have to dig it out. But yes, I do have it.
Look, man, next time, man, I need you to come with that poem because I need to hear that one. I need to hear that one. I need to hear that one. Man, do you have any poetry at hand that you can go ahead and give the people, let them know who is Lady Crucible, Mistress of Mayhem?
Oh yes, I definitely, I always do. I always keep something in the art.
Okay.
Like this one, this is some new ink that I just dripped. This ain't even a week old. And it's called, the title is titled, Thank You to Everyone That Caused Me Pain. Warning, this poem may contain aggressive language. Listening discretion is advised. Bars back and forth like tennis. Death stash, throat slash, mass clash. The fuckery begins. Big mouths cause big riots, cannibalistic diets, turning this into a bloodbath. Everybody gone quiet, snatching out pallets, wrong-minded, misguided, blindsided, walking into the hands of my wrath, two-sided. This is the aftermath, that destructive path, landing you on your ass. Blood on my pen, bodies on pages, reminiscing on names I've laid in the grave. My fate carved with a blade. This ink I drip, just a part of the play. Blood on my pen. These verses I breathe, a mark of defeat. My darkness reflecting in these streets. Penning scriptures of pain, inflicting my victims in eternal flames. Twisted systems insane. Never pinned the blame, not missing a frame. Clips rhythms like a bang. Precision ingrained, headstones engraved. My lyrics leaving a stain. See, I've been a chemist with venomous lenses, inventing sentences that renders you senseless. Weaponing my presence, Dressing all of the fake ass legends. Tapping out fast, I'm on that ass like Friday confession. Dragging the ingrates like a call to action. Voices leaving no traction. Apologies unsatisfactory. See, I profit from lessons. You coughing, congested. Sit back and reminisce as the ink drips grimy in the mist. All tongues have been clipped. Loose lips cost you the battle. Bitter bitches blunging. Blood on my budget. 0 fucks to give. Thank you wholeheartedly to everyone who caused me pain. See, because I danced, then drowned in the rain. A goddess with a grudge put a scar on the sun. My bars be the gun, leaving enemies slump. I ain't no punk, no bitch in my blood. I snapped on their ass. Now there's blood on my hands. I'm good with the past, because see, in my head, my pen committed murder, leaving them all dead. Poem.
Fire, fire. So walk me through that poem real quick. Like, when did you write that? Where was your mental space when you wrote that? And how did you come up with it?
So I was watching the movie, to be honest. And you know, it's like you could see a particular scene, and it's like you imagine yourself walking the lines, and it was like, damn, I felt that. Damn, them words she said was crushing. And then you start having this thought, and it was like my word. I took one word and just went with it. And sometimes I follow my pen. I take me where I'll go wherever my pen goes. Whatever it decides to drip, I'm just the pen holder. I'm the key master.
Okay, so you know, what mental space was you in when you constructed that poem? Like, was you in a happy space, mad, or you know, what was your day like going into that?
I was pissed off. I was pissed off that day. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was mad as hell that day. And how I was pissed off because I was on Facebook, and I came across a post. I forgot what the post was about. You know, everybody was coming down on the Carmelo Anthony situation. So there was another similar situation to white boys. And of course, the white boy got off. He was bullied. So my question was, where all the naysayers at? Everybody quiet. Why ain't nobody got nothing to say about this? But yet, if it would have been another black boy, y'all had a whole lot to say. So It took somebody to say something, that said something, and you actually thought it hurt my feelings. But like I told him, one thing you never do is piss off a poet.
And then you write something about that?
Oh yeah.
I think, I mean, do you got that? Do you have that at hand? Because you know, that was went out too, man. Look.
Yes, baby. Yes. Don't worry about it. Gigi put it on in a minute. Hold on, give me a minute.
Look.
Let's see.
If you ain't, that was fire too, man. Hey, never piss off a poet, because you know what we do? We write.
Never piss off a poet, because see, when you piss off a poet, yes, baby. Okay. You about to tap my knee into oblivion. I ain't gonna have no feeling in it in a minute.
Look, they gonna keep tapping to you, and now look, you gonna acknowledge me.
Man, she over here like, Gigi, look, and it's like, wait a minute, baby, you didn't tap so much. I don't think it's no more feeling there no more, baby. It's gone. It's just gone. Hold on, where you are? Here we go. So this one, that's the best you got. That's the best you got. Leaving your tongue on stuck. A sitting duck. Stones be heavy, so he gotta throw rocks. He talking big shit with a little ass dick. That toxic shit. A slow motherfucker that should have been swallowed. Don't argue with scum. I have your ass on the run. See, this is what happens when you come at a poet. I forgot. You don't understand proper preparation is making you the performance. But when that tongue tries to slide with disrespect, let me introduce you to my dialect. Leaving your tongue froze like Sub-Zero. I'm not America's hero. You'd rather argue than face facts. So let me put you back on the right track. You might want to take a few steps back. I cause cataclysmic collisions of chaos with my tongue. You want to come? You want to come get some? While you bumping them gums, your tongue loves to double dutch, rolling your palate in this backwood, bruh. Then tighten you up, light it up, then take a puff. Pass your ass over to my friend. Somebody calling your next of kin, dripping that sand from the tip of my pen. Find somebody to play with, my friend. Traffic is looking like the best thing for you. So now if you through, remember my tongue can be ice cold. My dialect is a son of a gun, leaving ink blots on your tongue. My pen drips with a cold ass heart. Point.
Fire. Look, don't piss off a poet, man. You don't want to piss off a poet, man. You piss off a poet, man. Look, this what happens.
You might as well go sign your death sentence. I'm gonna write your death certificate. I'm gonna write your death certificate before you make it to your own funeral.
Look, hey, talk heavy. So, man, like, so when you were emotional, is that the best time to write? When you in your feelings, or when you in your emotions?
It depends on my mood. Depends on what type of emotion I'm in. Like if I'm angry, like this one piece I wrote, When You Come For Me. I wrote that piece because somebody literally had pissed me off. And I was like rageful. And I like really wanted to do some shit. So it was like, okay, you know what? I can't reach him in real life. So what I did was I have this thing where when I want to decompress and I just want to relieve a stressful moment, I hop on my PlayStation 4 and I put on Black Ops. I do. And I imagine that person on my screen because I know I can't kill him in real life, so I kill him imaginary. And then I put you in a piece. Yeah, so it's like that's just how it be.
Okay, man. Look, so I mean, we getting close to the end. I want to talk about the league real quick. You know, Poetry Life League. You know, let me see. What number did you got? What number did you pick?
47.
So what is the significance of that number?
Well, right now I am 47.
Oh,
and
okay.
47 was also the age that my mom was when she passed. So that's like a lucky number. You know, she told me I always follow my dream. So when I got this opportunity, it was like, yeah, it's like I could hear her voice in my head. Like, you did it, but it don't stop here. Keep going. So I'll always, because that's who started me writing poetry. And it's been a beautiful thing ever since. So I always keep her. That's my voice. Her voice in the back of my head. Even when I feel like I'm about to go do something stupid, I hear that voice. And it's like, what? Don't you bet not. Not today. So it's like, look, yeah, that's a big thing for me.
And you know, and that's amazing because now you know I know there's a story behind your number, the reason why you picked the number, and that brings more significant value to that number because you know that number is not a random number. That number has meaning. So whenever you put that number on, like, look, this is what I'm doing it for.
Right.
So you know that here's a little bit different, man.
That's
so I mean. Look, and look, a lot of poets came to me and they was asking, you know, they were talking about the wins and the losses and stuff like that. And I was trying to explain to them, like, at the end of the day, everybody gonna win because you know why? You're getting your poetry out there. You creating more powerful pieces because you're gonna have to create those pieces because you're going against someone. And the thing is, I tell every poet, you have a job to do. By those pieces that you creating and all these people are hearing your words, you illuminated somebody else out of a dark situation that they probably be in. But since you wrote that piece, it gave them that power, that strength to make it through their situation. And that's why I be saying as poet, we are very powerful and we need to understand that power. Because without us, like it's crazy.
And you know, you'd be surprised how many poets can inspire other poets. Like the piece that I read, thank you to everybody that caused me pain. That prompt was actually inspired by another poet by the name of Mahogany Soul. And you know, like I was telling her when I seen her video on Facebook, I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. I was just thinking that same thing the other day. So okay, this must be my sign. Put it on paper. And so I put it on paper.
Okay. Man, look, man, so we have 4 regions, right? We have
Go get your
the Red Dragons. We have the Red Dragons because they spit fire. We have the Living Legends. We have Dinos. And we have Bold Words. Now, there's going to be a draft. The top 24 poets are going to be entered into the draft. Look, kids don't care. Look, you told me to
go get your sister for me, please. Thank you. Actually, you know, give me a second. Let me go grab this baby because she's gonna have a whole piece of food.
Okay.
Come on, little one. Come on. I come. Stop.
So while she gets back to the screen, man, let's talk about poetry. Let me drink some water real quick, man. Hey, it's healthy to drink water. I had to take a pause to drink some water, but one thing and 2 things I want to tell people, man, you got to drink water. I met so many people that talked about, you know, oh, they don't drink water, or they don't like the taste of water. What are you doing with your life? Like, if you're not drinking water, you're not putting the essence back into you. What are you drinking soda all day? You're drinking soda all day? No water? Juice? I'm like, nah, we can't get live with that. We can't get live with that. But you know, you gotta drink water. You know, but I know y'all don't want to hear me talking about drinking water, but man, look, we're talking about the Poetry Life League, and look, I got a video for y'all, man. We gonna play this video, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Poetry Life League. You know, we got commercials and stuff. We upgrading just a little bit, so you know, just stay tuned. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff that's going down that y'all may not know what's taking place. We got the merch. You know, Poetry Live jersey. We had the website's coming up soon, so let me go ahead and drop this commercial real quick, and we're waiting for Lady Cruz to get back. And once she get back, we're gonna get back to business. Here we go. Poetry Life League. Let's go. It's coming up. We just waiting for it to process through. But here we are.
Poetry lives and breathes, it sings and sighs. In virtual spaces, new voices rise. The Poetry Life League, a celebration of words and powerful expression. Poets from all corners answer the call. They step into the spotlight, voices their weapon. The energy is electric, anticipation palpable. The journey to be crowned Poetry Life champion begins. Each poet, a universe unto themselves. Their words paint vivid pictures, evoke laughter and tears. The quiet introspection of haiku, the rhythmic cadence of spoken word, each performance, a window into the soul. The online competition is intense yet incredibly supportive. Each round presents unique challenges and new opportunities to shine. Poets pour their hearts out, bearing their souls to the world. Judges offer critiques and encouragement. The virtual audience fuels the poet's fire. Every word a step closer to the championship. The Poetry Life League is more than just a competition, it's a vibrant poetry community. Lifelong friendships are forged. The power of poetry transcends the stage. It spills into the streets, into the hearts of those who listen.
I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed the little commercial, you know. It was a little something different, you know, just a little bit, something different. You know, we throwing in the mix, but like I said, Poetry Life League is going down July 12th. Like I said, get ready for dope poets. Man, we got poets from everywhere, you know, and I just want y'all just to pay attention and get to know these poets, because each one of these poets have a great personality. Man, they can especially how they design their words, how the flow, the patterns, and each one of these poets have a different style. None of these poets sound the same, so you're gonna give a different vibe for each and every poet. So find what poet did you resonate with, and stick with that poet, support that poet, because at the end of the day, hey, they giving you great material. But hey, we got Lady Crucible back in the building, man. Hold up, hold up. I got some sound effects for y'all, man. Hold up, man. Let's get these sound effects going on. Lady Crucible back in the building. Here we go, man. She back in the building.
I had to get the little calm down. She was having a whole hissy fit.
Look, hey man, look, they demand attention. You gonna see about me immediately.
And right now, not later, right now.
But it like so I'm gonna ask you a question. We can play a little game real quick, man. Just say that you had a briefcase and they had like 20 million in there. And they tell you every time you press this red button, somebody that you know will die. You have 20 million in this briefcase, and they tell you if you press this button, somebody that you know is gonna die. But every time you press that button, you're gonna get a briefcase worth $20 million. How many times are you pressing that button?
See, me being the type of person I am, I'm gonna have to negotiate. So how we gonna negotiate is, how about I take that 20 million and pay for the lives of all my people that you holding hostage. As my grandma used to say, it's only one thing. It's one thing that's better than pussy in this world, and that's money.
Look, nah, that's offending. Okay, here's another question. Let's say there's $10 million floating in the ocean. Is your parents, your children, or your significant other? So it's 4 items in the ocean. You have 10 million, you have significant other, you have your kids, and you have your mother. Which one are you jumping in to save?
Now, again, I'm gonna have to negotiate with myself, and I'm gonna tell you how we gonna negotiate.
Okay.
Since I got to jump in and save them, I'm finna send the SOS. Hey, yo, Pops, you got the strongest legs. Go out there and grab that suitcase with that 10 million in it. Swim on back. I need all y'all to get in the huddle. Finna come on through with this boat, and I'm finna go and pick us all up, and we all finna go live a happily ever after. Cause see, what they want you to do is they want you to think like you stuck, like you ghetto, like you ain't never had nothing. No, I'm gonna leave everybody and grab the 10 million. I'm sorry, money is not worth a life. Cause see, that money you can get back. That life you can't. Mama ain't gonna come back. Pops ain't coming back. Your kids ain't coming back. Are you gonna be happy with that 10 million if you swam out there for that 10 million knowing that your family finna drown? And they not coming back? You gonna be able to live with that? Because I know I wouldn't be able to.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. My last question is: let's say you was walking down the street and you seen your best friend, significant other, with another individual. Are you gonna confront them right then and there, or you gonna go call your homegirl and tell them like, "Look, this is what I'm seeing right now"?
Well, given from experience, I've learned now to keep my nose out of other people's business, because I have done that and it didn't do nothing but backfire. Because I confronted him and went and told for them to end up right back with each other, and then I became the bad guy. You should have been minding your business. But wait, you just sat here and said I wouldn't have been a good friend if I knew and didn't say nothing the whole time. So when I said something, I still ended up bitching. It was like, you know what? Fuck you, fuck him, fuck both y'all. I don't even talk to you no more. Bye.
No, for real. Like sometimes you just want to stay out of it.
And I do now. I've learned my lesson. to stay out of it, because it's like you done went over here, you done helped her beat him up. He in the hospital now, and when you look up and you see on Facebook, she on the picture talking about something over here, my boo, look at him, he all messed up. Excuse me, you do realize we did that, right?
Look.
We did that because you was in a fucked up mood, but you gonna make him. But now he ain't gonna be able to stand me, but you laying right back up under him.
Look.
Yeah, no, I learned that the hard way.
Look, I learned that the hard way too, man. Like, you just gotta stay out of it, because
Man,
you go over there, you wreck shop or do anything, they right back together.
And then
And
you
you
be
just
sitting
over there
looking
looking
like,
stupid.
and she said, I know this bitch did. I know. Come here, let me holler at you for a minute. Come here. We need to talk right now. It can wait. No. What didn't we just? And now you. Bye. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone no more. No, just no more.
Look. Man, but you know what, man? We getting close to the end, man. Look, we go ahead and go get up out of here, man. Look, I appreciate you coming over on here, and we getting to know a little bit more about Lady Crucible and your portrait and your upbringing and stuff like that. Man, it's good to know, you know, the significance of your number and everything. So I appreciate you coming on here, man. Look, if you got one more piece that you want to give, then also, you know, tell the people who you are and where you're from at the end. And, you know, and let the people know, like, yo, you here to stay. You Lady Crucible, Mistress of Mayhem, Portrait Life League. Hey, go ahead and cop a jersey. Number 47 in the look, we ain't gonna
Hey, you know how it go. I be Lady Crucible, the Mistress of Mayhem, causing mayhem, flipping destruction, causing catastrophe. Hey, I be some everywhere, y'all. Don't pay me no attention. But when I tell y'all, I be just, yeah. So let me see. One or two. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all this one. My ink ain't for the weak. A prompt inspired by you know what I'm saying, my sister, my ink sister, Allie ink pen. My ink ain't for the weak. It drips diabolically and drastically, disintegrating stages, leaving mics blazing. My dialect, leaving you a little bit hazy. I'm a beast with my words. My pen swings with the strength of Michonne sword. The yellow brick road is finally gone. Ripped it up with these words. See, my pen comes from the ancient of ages. My ink, the blood of my ancestors. Their names trickle through my veins. Sometimes my pen goes insane. It gets carried away. She don't hold her tongue. That venom drips slow, incinerating pages. Ink in my ink well, these verbs make your head swell, sending your thoughts to the pit of hell. My ink appears in different realms. You might want to think before you speak. I ain't the road runner, and this ain't no meat. So before you decide to step to me, just remember my ink ain't for the weak. She's a beast in these poetic streets. That ink causing catastrophes, causing collided collisions when this tongue be spitting. Don't get too close, you just might get stained. Dropping bars in my verses, leaving you discouraged. My ink got you weak at the knees. I told you my ink ain't for the weak. Now watch it put your ass in a deep sleep. Point.
Why this? Do you see? That's Soraya and G. Oh, he's up there.
Thank you.
That's a snow. That's a snow. You are doing.
You on mute.
Look, man, I was saying this whole I was talking some good shit, man. Look, hold up, man. Look,
I know how to listen to them.
Look, I was going in, man, but look, man, look. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, appreciate you letting me know, but I was hyping you up, man.
Hey, I felt the love even through the mic on mute.
Look, like I said, this is Lady Crystal.
No.
Like, but man, my apologies, man. Look, technical difficulties, but we got it going on. This is Lady Crystal, Mistress of Mayhem, Portrait Life League member, number 47. Hop the number, cop the jersey, cop the merch, do all that. But until next time, we out this mug. TK the Poet, Portrait Life League. We out, Lady Crystal.
Get the money with you or with your not. Get the broken with it with the pot. Your corn, I invest up in the stock. Left everybody went straight up to the top. Don't care like me or like me not. See the I spin the block. Ain't gon' stop till see them all drop. Grave your field, yeah, I see the plot. Grave your field, yeah, I see the plot. Ain't gon' stop till see them all drop. See the I spin the block. Don't care like me or like me not. Left everybody went straight up to the top. George Corn, I invest up in the stock. Get the fucking with the pot. Get the money with you or with your not.